It had been an odd week for me. I ordered a game from Walmart and was waiting for it to come in. Sadly, it didn't arrive before I left for school, so I was left to go to school before it arrived. That Friday night, I was wondering why it hadn't arrived. Looking out the window, I didn't see any traffic, and my neighbours were already asleep. Not knowing that time had slipped from me, it was already 2:30 AM. I went to bed and decided in the morning I would go to Walmart and ask them about my item. I finally woke up at 11:30 AM and drove to Walmart. I went to the info section and asked if they'd recently received a request to ship Pokemon Y. They said they had no trace of it, and I was, well, confused. I said I'd come back tomorrow if it wasn't there yet. When I arrived, I played my Wii for a bit. About 10 minutes later, I got a knock on my door. I set my controller down and walked over to the door. I looked through the window. USP, it's finally here, I thought. But wait, why isn't it in the mail from FedEx? It is from Walmart, right? I then was too excited to be worrying about the delivery mix-ups and let him in. I paid him and he drove off. Anxious to get the game, confusingly in a huge box, I ripped it open. Yes, it's here. I had forgotten. I'd also ordered the Pokemon Y Legendary plushie, Yveltal. Setting it down, I grabbed my 3DS and popped it open. I grabbed the cartridge and popped it in. I clicked on the game and sat in anticipation. I started a new game and the game was awesome. I finished it in about 16 hours. I didn't put it down. Once I put it down finally, I went to bed. The next morning, I woke up and played it again. I was going to catch Mewtwo. I went to the cave to catch him, and I wasn't able to. I didn't save, so I was stuck with him gone. When I tried to exit, Mewtwo appeared saying no more, and it said Delphox was released. I was confused. Every time I tried to exit, whether escape rope or walking out, one of my Pokemon would be released. Lucario was released. Fletchinder was released. And I eventually stopped trying to escape. I turned it off. And before I did, the text box said, bye bye. And my save file was now renamed, no more. It didn't stop with the game. I went to Walmart and thanked them for finally delivering the package. But they didn't recall shipping anything. What do you mean? We haven't shipped any packages recently. I looked at them questionably. What? But I got my Pokemon Y package a day ago. Sorry, but it must have been an anonymous shipper. I paused for a moment. But you delivered it. I know you did. I say as my visions begin to fade. And the last thing I see is people running frantically. I woke up in a facility, and I was strapped to a chair. You have been chosen, said a man's voice. We are conducting an experiment to change human beings into Pokemon. Pokemon that will help us take over the world. He left the room to get his assistant, and I was so skinny I slipped out. I jumped out the window, only hearing the screams of him yelling, I hate you! Come back here! I changed my address and had the police go on an investigation. They had yet to find who was doing this, but I really hoped they would. The next day, I looked at my window, and the man's body was hung on the side of my house, and written in blood on the window were the words, no more. The police were never able to identify the man.